Hi once again, everyone, and welcome back to Weather for Weather Geeks, the 5th day of March 2018. Hope you had a good weekend. We had plenty of sunshine over the course of the weekend. We actually had a fair amount of sunshine today. But the pattern going forward is going to have a much cloudier theme, if you will, over the next several days. We're seeing evidence of that this evening just after 7 p.m. with an increase in high clouds from the west. Now, this made for a nice sunset this evening. But this is just the beginning of a much cloudier period for us as this storm moves east and then kind of stalls out for a little while. This is a doozy of a snowstorm right now out across parts of the upper Midwest where winter storm warnings are out for places such as Minneapolis and Bismarck. It's a blizzard warning for parts of southwest North Dakota and parts of South Dakota, and winter weather advisories are out as far east as Green Bay, Milwaukee, and Chicago. Weather pattern is pretty amplified. What I mean by that is a wavy jet stream across the lower 48 states, across Canada as well. It's a screaming, screaming jet. Let me grab my marker here. It's a screaming jet out across the southern tier of states, and a general trough across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes and into southwest Canada, and that's what's going to be the case for the next several days. A lot of troughiness over the southeastern part of Canada, the eastern U.S., and this will be a pattern that's very favorable for stormy weather east of the Mississippi and some nor'easters getting set to impact parts of, well, the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic region. Big picture for your Tuesday looks like this. Whoops. Keep hitting the wrong button this evening. There we go. Make myself disappear. Big picture for your, this is for your Tuesday. We're talking about a high of 40 degrees. Not sure why the sunrise and sunset information and the average high and record high disappeared on us, but, well, 40 is a little shy of the average, which is in the low 40s. Notice our precipitation chances on Tuesday. Not all that impressive. There could be a spotty snow and rain shower on your Tuesday. I'm going to talk about that in a little more detail in just a second. And exactly 11 and a half hours worth of daylight coming up. Now, tomorrow, again, warm fronts heading our way. It's not really going to warm up with it, though. Now, the precipitation tomorrow is going to be real spotty. It's not going to be particularly impressive. I do think the model is a little overdone here with the amount of snow it has depicted here on the simulated radar. I think this is mostly actually rain showers from midday into the first part of the afternoon with some snowflakes mixed in. Just don't see, us squeezing a whole lot of snow flurry and snow shower activity out of this. Same holds true for tomorrow evening. Now, if we do get a burst of snow that could stick on some things, I think it's late tomorrow night and into Wednesday morning. I could see where this tries to coat the ground, particularly non-paved surfaces across the region. So that's something to watch out for. Again, I think the travel impacts will be minimal, but we might try to pick up some small, maybe up to an inch or two worth of snow on some grassy surfaces Wednesday morning. Spotty rain and snow showers Wednesday afternoon, and then, well, this looks like a midwinter weather map here with a sea of clouds downwind of the Great Lakes and probably some snow showers and chilly breezes for Thursday and Friday. Again, big snowstorm in the upper Midwest, closer to home. This is the latest run of our in-house model, trying to spit out locally an inch to 2, maybe even 3 in the far north. But again, I wouldn't hang my hat on a lot of this. This will be real random, and I don't think the chances of seeing much more than an inch or so are all that high. And again, if it happens, it's mostly on the non-paved surfaces. The ground's pretty warm. Air temperatures will be marginal, so I'm not looking for big travel impacts from this. Visibility could be locally reduced at times, again, especially Wednesday morning. So as we go forward, I want to talk about this unsettled pattern and impacts locally and across the eastern U.S. This is going to evolve into a pretty good nor'easter. This is Wednesday midday. And while we will just see probably some spotty rain and snow showers around midday on Wednesday, the I-95 corridor from Baltimore to Philly to New York City to Boston, this is going to be a healthy nor'easter with wind-whipped snow and just a pasty snow. It's going to be like, beautiful to take pictures of, but not particularly fun for people who live over there. And that's just the first of a couple of storms that will probably become full-fledged nor'easters. The next one, this is early next week. This is next Monday. Look at this thing. Now, this might take a farther east track, but still something that coastal residents of the Northeast will have to watch out for. Back here at home, again, Wednesday, spotty snow and rain showers, maybe some small accumulations in the morning. Thursday, flurry snow showers here and there. Here's a look at Friday, kind of more the same. Northwest flow, flurry snow showers. It's going to feel and look like kind of the middle of winter. Not much in the way of impactful weather right now shown on the modeling for the weekend. We're going to be keeping an eye on that next system that could become the next nor'easter for the weekend. This is most likely to stay to our south, but it bears watching. This is just the latest run of the GFS. There's a lot of other models to look at, and some of these models try to bring the precip a little farther north during the course of the weekend. So that's very high uncertainty forecast at this point, but something we have to watch out for. Right now, odds favor most of that missing us to the south. Longer range. All right, chilly weather for the first half of March. Now, I think we're going to get a reprieve starting in about 11 to 12 days and taking us maybe into the third and even fourth week of March. Some of the modeling is trying to cool things off again at the very end of March and into early April. This is the European modeling. U.S. modeling, again, chilly, 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 then a reprieve, warmth. This is days 10 to 15, days 12 to 17, and then it also tries to cool it off at the very end of March. So our mid-month reprieve from the cold may not last all that long. Cold compared to average, anyway. It's not like it's January cold, but cold by March standards. You know, I think we're going to get a handful of days where it's better outside. But March is not going to be like February, it looks like. I don't see much of a likelihood that we're going to see an extended period of unusual warmth like we just had back in February. So stay tuned on Longer Range Thoughts. Stay tuned for another edition of Weather for Weather Geeks, Tuesday evening, same time, same place. And check out my updated forecast tonight on 21 News at 11. I'll see you then.